In this video, I'll tell you everything you need to know about Luna Classic. Luna Classic is falling down quite a lot. We'll talk about whether we can actually recover on the short term or whether it's more likely that we'll fall even more. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First of all, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. Hope you're all having a great week. Crypto is not doing so great, especially not this morning. You can see that we're falling actually over the last like 2-3 hours. We've been falling. Reason for that, I'm not sure. It seems like a big fundamental bearish move. So what I mean with that is it's a concept I've introduced quite a lot during the last years. At some points, cryptos just move together with each other and are bearish. All right, the correlation almost turns to 1, which means that all cryptos move at the same way. There could be multiple reasons for that, but usually it's some sort of a institution will manipulated move. All right, so I mean, calling it manipulation is maybe not the way to go, but it is some sort of an institution move, I think. And the reason for that could be anything, basically. Could be everything that's coming up next week, when we'll obviously have the inflation rate and interest rates for the US Federal Reserve coming out, or at least for the US. So those could be very bullish, and that now they are pushing the price down. We can speculate, but we cannot know. We only know that it happened. And for Luna Classic, I actually did expect it, because Luna Classic altogether was just also already very bearish. We were getting bearish breakouts everywhere, and I thought it would be a matter of time before, sure, 17,000 is a strong support, but it would be a matter of time before we got a bearish breakout through that, and that we would drop down to this level more around 16,000, which is where we are right now. So we have dropped down there. First, what I always like to do with Luna Classic is I like to go to Luna Classic Penguins to check out the burn tags, see if there are any big burns. Not really, because the volume of Luna Classic is just, you know, low. It's not that high, and even though the burn tax is not calculated on this volume, this does usually say something about what's going on. Obviously, this is on-chain volume. There are different ways in which you can actually see on-chain volume, but this ain't it. All right, so. Apart from that, I mean, we can always take a look at if there were any big burns. Still doesn't look that way. I mean, it's still being burned sometimes, like a couple of burns every day, but it's not a lot. Definitely not a lot. I mean, sometimes you get like 5 million from the Luna Classic DAO, but that's it. And now we're already at the beginning of December. So a maxi also, but doesn't matter. So if we take a look at Luna Classic right now, what you can see is that, all right, what we're going to do, just if we zoom into the price, is we'll get up to 16,500. Now, if we really want to recover a little bit, what we would need to do is we would need to break above 16,500. Then we would probably get up to 17,500 and consolidate on top of 16,500. All right, this is a scenario. Is this the most likely scenario? I don't think so, but it's a scenario you should know about. In general, the most important level right now for Luna Classic is 16,500, which I always name the prices like that. Hopefully you know what I mean. That's the most important level. In my opinion, it seems a little bit more. So even though this is possible and you know it's valid, it's realistic, I think it's a little bit more likely that we will find resistance there. Maybe consolidate on 16,000 a little bit longer for maybe a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, and then drop down even lower back to our support levels more around 15,000, more specifically between 15,250 and 14,750. I think that's more likely. I mean, that's in line with the trend that Luna Classic has been following. It's also kind of in line with the big moves we had today. So yeah, as I said, it's all about that 16,500 level. If we don't break above that soon, we're going to fall. So that's my take on Luna Classic this morning. If you do have any questions, as always, let me know down in the comments. But for now, take care and bye.